Your soulmate is about to change everything because you stayed quiet. My beloved child, something is shifting right now, and you can feel it even if you don't have words for it. The silence you thought was harmless has been echoing louder than you ever imagined. While you waited, while you told yourself later, while you chose peace over truth, another heart was making decisions in the quiet. Do not skip this moment. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has been watching, listening, sensing what you never said. Every unsent message, every paused confession, every swallowed feeling has been counted. This is not coincidence. This is the turning point you didn't realize you were standing in. Listen carefully now. Your soulmate is not changing because they stopped caring. They are changing because they cared too deeply for too long without clarity. Silence creates stories, and right now, a powerful story is being written in their mind. They are asking themselves questions you never answered out loud. They are deciding whether to keep holding space for you or to finally move in a direction that doesn't hurt anymore. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you in this realization. The bond between you is real, but even the strongest bond bends when one voice disappears. What you stayed quiet about is becoming the reason everything is about to shift. This is the part most people miss, so stay till the end. The change coming is not meant to punish you. It is meant to wake you up. Your soulmate's next move will either close a door gently or open a completely new chapter that you didn't plan for. They are standing at the edge of a decision that will redefine how they love, how they choose, and how they protect their heart. Something huge is waiting for you here, awareness. If you feel this message tightening your chest, it's because you are still connected to the outcome. The silence can still be broken, but only if you understand what it has already set in motion. The quiet you chose has now reached a moment where it can no longer stay quiet. Your soulmate feels the weight of unfinished sentences and unanswered emotions, and that weight is pushing them toward change. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this truth. They have been patient, more patient than you realize, reading between the lines, hoping your silence meant fear and not indifference. But time has a way of forcing clarity. What you didn't say is now speaking on your behalf, and it is shaping their next step. Here is the shocking part most people never expect. Your soulmate is not planning a dramatic exit or a loud confrontation. The change begins internally. They are emotionally rearranging their priorities, slowly detaching from expectations they once had about you. Don't skip this, because something huge is waiting for you right here. They are asking themselves if love should always feel like guessing. They are realizing that love without communication slowly turns into self-betrayal. This is not anger. This is resolve. A calm, powerful decision to protect their heart, even if it means everything between you looks different from now on. Stay till the end, because this is the once-in-a-lifetime revelation. Silence does not pause destiny, it redirects it. Your soulmate's change is the universe responding to the space you left empty. If you feel unsettled hearing this, it's because you are sensing the shift before it fully arrives. Something huge is waiting for you in this awareness, the understanding that what happens next is not random. It is the result of moments where honesty was delayed. This part of the story is still unfolding, and the direction it takes depends on whether silence continues to lead, or whether truth finally steps forward. There is a moment just before everything changes, and this is that moment. Your soulmate feels it in their chest, a quiet pressure that tells them something must be different now. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this realization. They are no longer waiting for signs the way they used to. They are listening to their own inner voice instead. What once felt like hope is slowly transforming into clarity, and clarity always demands action. Here is what makes this shift so powerful. Your soulmate still cares, but they are learning how to care without losing themselves. Don't skip this part. Something huge is waiting for you here. They are rehearsing conversations in their mind that may never happen, preparing themselves for a future where they stop expecting you to fill the silence. This is not coldness. This is growth born from emotional exhaustion. When someone changes at this level, the relationship around them cannot remain the same. Stay till the end, because this truth matters. The universe is watching how you respond to this silent turning point. Your soulmate's change is not sudden. It is the final step of a long internal journey. Something huge is waiting for you in this understanding. Once a person learns how to be at peace without answers, they stop begging for them. What happens next will feel unexpected, but it was set in motion the moment silence became the loudest voice between you. Something is being finalized now, even if no words have been spoken. Your soulmate is reaching a point where their heart is choosing stability over uncertainty. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this shift. They are no longer reacting emotionally, they are deciding calmly. This is the most dangerous kind of change, because it happens quietly and leaves no room for confusion once it is complete. What you stayed quiet about is now becoming the reason they are rewriting their future in their mind. Here is the surprising truth. Your soulmate is not asking for explanations anymore. They are asking themselves whether they want to keep making space for silence. Don't skip this moment. Something huge is waiting for you right here. They are imagining life with less emotional weight, fewer questions, and more self-respect. This is where everything turns. When someone stops needing reassurance, they stop waiting. The bond between you still exists, but it is being reshaped by boundaries you never saw coming. Stay till the end, because this is critical. The next phase will feel sudden to you, but it will feel overdue to them. Something huge is waiting for you in this realization. Silence creates distance, and distance invites transformation. Your soulmate's change is not about punishment or blame. It is about choosing peace after too much uncertainty. What happens next will redefine how they show up, how they love, and whether they choose to keep you in the same place you once held. This is where the energy between you feels unfamiliar, almost too quiet to ignore. Your soulmate has crossed an internal line, one they never planned to reach. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this moment. They are no longer trying to read your mind or decode your silence. They are choosing to trust their own emotional instincts instead. That choice changes everything, even if nothing on the surface has been said yet. Here is what most people never see coming. When a soulmate changes like this, they do not announce it. Don't skip this. Something huge is waiting for you here. They begin showing up differently, less reactive, less available, more contained. This is not distance meant to hurt you. It is protection built from lessons learned quietly. They are preparing themselves for a version of life where they no longer depend on unsaid words to feel secure. Stay till the end, because this truth is powerful. Your silence did not erase the connection, but it taught your soulmate how to survive without leaning on it. Something huge is waiting for you in this understanding. Once someone learns how to stand steady without answers, they become unshakable. What happens next may feel sudden, but it is the natural result of a heart that waited, listened, and finally decided to choose itself. Right now, something delicate is unfolding beneath the surface. Your soulmate is standing in a space where emotion meets logic, and logic is finally being heard. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this shift. They are recognizing patterns they once ignored, moments where your silence spoke louder than affection. This awareness is not bitter, but it is firm, and firmness changes direction. Here is the part that feels shocking when it finally becomes visible. Your soulmate is no longer afraid of losing what you share. Don't skip this, because something huge is waiting for you here. They have realized that constantly wondering where they stand costs too much peace. When fear of loss fades, freedom enters. They are becoming emotionally lighter, and that lightness is pulling them toward decisions that once felt impossible. Stay till the end, because this matters more than you think. The change approaching is not chaos, it is alignment. Something huge is waiting for you in this truth. Silence does not stop love, but it does force evolution. Your soulmate's next move will come from clarity, not confusion, and when clarity leads, everything rearranges itself in ways you never expected. There is a calm settling in now, the kind that arrives only after a long internal storm. Your soulmate feels steadier than before, and that steadiness is reshaping their choices. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this calm. They are no longer chasing emotional certainty from outside themselves. They are creating it within, and that changes how they relate to everyone, including you. Here is the quiet truth most people overlook. When someone stops seeking reassurance, they start observing behavior instead. Don't skip this moment. Something huge is waiting for you here. Your soulmate is noticing what is consistent and what is absent, what is effort and what is avoidance. This awareness sharpens their boundaries. They are not closing their heart, they are protecting it with intention. Stay till the end, because this is the turning key. Something huge is waiting for you in this realization. Peace feels addictive once it's found. Your soulmate's change is rooted in self-respect, not resentment. What happens next will feel like a shift in gravity, subtle yet undeniable, as they move toward a version of love that no longer requires silence to survive. A realization is locking into place now, one that cannot be undone. Your soulmate understands something they didn't before, and that understanding is rewriting how they see you. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this awareness. They are no longer interpreting silence as patience or depth. They are seeing it as distance, and distance changes expectations faster than words ever could. Here is the unexpected shift. Your soulmate is emotionally preparing for outcomes they once refused to imagine. Don't skip this, because something huge is waiting for you right here. They are asking themselves how much effort they are willing to invest where clarity is missing. This is not a threat or a test. It is an honest inventory of energy, time, and emotional return. When someone reaches this point, they stop hoping things will change on their own. Stay till the end, because this truth is pivotal. Something huge is waiting for you in this moment, understanding that silence teaches people how to live without you. Your soulmate's change is becoming visible in their calm, their detachment from uncertainty, and their growing comfort with letting life unfold differently than planned. What comes next will feel quiet, but it will be decisive. A subtle distance is forming now, not from lack of feeling, but from too much unspoken weight. Your soulmate senses that holding on without clarity is no longer sustainable. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this realization. They are no longer measuring love by intensity, but by consistency, and consistency does not live in silence. Here is the part that feels almost unbelievable when it happens. Your soulmate is starting to feel okay with outcomes that once terrified them. Don't skip this moment. Something huge is waiting for you here. They are discovering strength in emotional independence, and with that strength comes choice. When someone realizes they can be whole without answers, they stop bending themselves to uncertainty. Stay till the end, because this is the crossroads. Something huge is waiting for you in this truth. Silence doesn't end connections instantly, it slowly teaches people how to detach without drama. Your soulmate's change is becoming final in their heart, even if it remains invisible to you for now. What happens next will unfold naturally, but it will be irreversible once it does. This is the stage where everything feels normal on the outside but irreversible on the inside. Your soulmate is functioning, smiling, living, yet something fundamental has shifted within them. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this understanding. They are no longer emotionally negotiating with the silence. They have accepted it as information. Acceptance is powerful because it ends inner conflict. Once that conflict ends, decisions become clear, steady, and unapologetic. What makes this moment intense is not drama, but certainty. Your soulmate has reached a point where they no longer need explanations to move forward. Don't skip this part, because something huge is waiting for you right here. They have realized that love should not feel like waiting in the dark. The emotional energy they once invested in hoping is now being redirected into self-respect and emotional balance. This is where people often misunderstand the change. It is not fueled by anger or resentment. It is fueled by clarity, and clarity does not go backward. Stay till the end, because this truth changes everything. Something huge is waiting for you in this realization. Silence teaches people how to emotionally rehearse life without you. Your soulmate has already imagined what peace looks like without uncertainty, and that image is becoming comfortable. Comfort is dangerous when it replaces longing. When that happens, the heart no longer pulls toward what is familiar, but toward what feels stable. The change approaching will not arrive loudly. It will arrive calmly, confidently, and with finality. And when you notice it, you will understand that it did not happen overnight. It was built, moment by moment, in every space where words were never spoken. A quiet resolve is settling in now, deeper than emotion, stronger than hope. Your soulmate is no longer circling the same questions. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this shift. They have reached a place where uncertainty feels heavier than loss, and that realization changes priorities fast. What once felt like patience now feels like self-delay. They are choosing momentum over waiting, clarity over guessing, and peace over potential. This is the moment where internal decisions become permanent, even before the world notices. Here is the truth that stings the most. Your soulmate has stopped wondering why you stayed quiet and started focusing on what that silence created. Don't skip this, because something huge is waiting for you right here. They are no longer personalizing the absence of words. They are contextualizing it. That shift removes emotion from the equation and replaces it with logic. When logic takes the lead, attachment loosens its grip. They are learning how to care without clinging, how to value the connection without depending on it to feel whole. Stay till the end, because this is the point of no return. Something huge is waiting for you in this realization. When someone emotionally completes a chapter in their mind, the body eventually follows. Your soulmate's change is not a reaction anymore. It is a direction. They are aligning with a future that feels lighter, simpler, and more honest. If you sense a growing calm where tension used to be, that is the sign. Silence did not pause the story. It edited it. And the next scene will reflect everything that was never said, shaping an outcome that feels sudden to you, but inevitable to them. Something inside your soulmate has settled into certainty, and certainty is quiet but unstoppable. They are no longer checking for signals or waiting for moments to feel different. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this realization. The silence has done its work. It has taught them how to stand emotionally steady without leaning on unanswered questions. When a heart reaches this stage, it stops hesitating and starts choosing. Here is what makes this phase powerful. Your soulmate is no longer imagining what could be if things were said. Don't skip this, because something huge is waiting for you here. They are focusing on what is right now. Reality has become clearer than hope. This clarity sharpens their instincts. They are trusting actions over intentions, patterns over promises, and peace over possibility. That shift quietly rewrites the connection, even if nothing outward has changed yet. Stay till the end, because this truth matters. Something huge is waiting for you in this understanding. Silence trains people to stop expecting, and once expectations fade, freedom grows. Your soulmate's change is now anchored. It is not emotional, not impulsive, not reversible. What comes next will feel calm, almost ordinary, but it will carry the weight of final decisions made in silence. And when those decisions surface, they will redefine everything you thought was still standing still. A new emotional posture is taking shape now, one that no longer bends under uncertainty. Your soulmate feels composed in a way they haven't before. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this shift. They are no longer emotionally available in the same way, not because they don't care, but because they learned what silence costs. When someone changes how they show up, it's usually because they've changed what they're willing to tolerate. Here is the deeper truth. Your soulmate has stopped interpreting your quiet as something temporary. Don't skip this moment, because something huge is waiting for you right here. They see it as a pattern now, and patterns shape decisions. This realization is grounding them. They are investing their energy where it feels returned, where communication feels mutual, where presence is consistent. The heart naturally moves toward balance when imbalance becomes familiar. Stay till the end, because this is the emotional tipping point. Something huge is waiting for you in this understanding. Once someone accepts a pattern, they stop trying to fix it. Your soulmate's change is becoming visible in their restraint, their calm responses, their lack of urgency. What happens next will not be dramatic, but it will be definitive. Silence no longer confuses them. It guides them away, step by step, into a version of life where clarity is no longer optional. A line has been crossed quietly, without ceremony, without warning. Your soulmate feels it clearly now. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this moment. They are no longer emotionally standing in the doorway between staying and leaving. They have stepped fully into a new inner position. This is where hesitation ends. This is where inner permission begins. The silence that once felt confusing has become conclusive. It has given them enough information to stop wondering and start deciding. Here is the truth that reshapes everything. Your soulmate is no longer asking if you will speak. Don't skip this, because something huge is waiting for you right here. They are asking themselves whether they even need to hear it anymore. That question changes the power dynamic completely. When someone realizes they don't need answers to feel whole, they reclaim control over their emotional world. They are no longer emotionally dependent on timing, explanations, or potential. They are grounded in what feels stable now, not what might feel better later. Stay till the end, because this realization is final. Something huge is waiting for you in this understanding. Silence doesn't just delay outcomes, it accelerates internal conclusions. Your soulmate's change is now integrated, not emotional, not reactive. It is calm, measured, and deeply rooted. What comes next will unfold naturally, without urgency, without pressure, without noise. And when it becomes visible, it will feel sudden to you, but to them, it will feel like the most natural step forward after a long season of waiting in quiet. The energy between you has fully shifted now, even if nothing has been spoken aloud. Your soulmate feels aligned with a decision they've already made internally. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this realization. They are no longer emotionally preparing for different possibilities. They have narrowed their focus to what feels steady, respectful, and clear. This is where internal clarity begins to guide external action, quietly but firmly. Here is the part that most people never notice until it's too late. Your soulmate has stopped emotionally reaching out, even in ways you can't see. Don't skip this, because something huge is waiting for you here. They are conserving energy, choosing not to invest where communication feels one-sided. This is not punishment. It is self-preservation. When someone stops extending themselves, the dynamic changes instantly, even if the silence looks the same on the surface. Stay till the end, because this truth is crucial. Something huge is waiting for you in this understanding. Silence doesn't end things loudly, it teaches people how to emotionally step back with grace. Your soulmate's change is now active, not just internal. The next steps will be subtle, but they will create distance where closeness once existed. And when that distance becomes noticeable, it will feel sudden to you, but to them, it will feel like the final stage of a process that began the moment words were left unsaid. A sense of emotional closure is forming now, not because everything was resolved, but because your soulmate no longer needs resolution to move forward. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this shift. They have accepted what is, without chasing what could have been. Acceptance is powerful. It ends inner struggle and frees the heart to choose differently. Here is the quiet but powerful truth. Your soulmate is no longer emotionally attached to outcomes involving your response. Don't skip this, because something huge is waiting for you here. They have released the need for confirmation, reassurance, or explanation. This release creates space, and in that space, new priorities grow. When someone stops waiting for answers, they begin building a future that does not depend on them. Stay till the end, because this realization matters. Something huge is waiting for you in this understanding. Emotional closure does not require conversation, it requires clarity. Your soulmate's change is now complete on the inside. What happens next will unfold naturally, calmly, and without emotional turbulence. And when you finally notice how different everything feels, you will realize that the most powerful decisions were made quietly, in the silence you once thought meant nothing. Something final is settling into place now, like the last piece of a puzzle locking in. Your soulmate feels certain, not emotional, not conflicted. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this moment. They are no longer revisiting the past or replaying old moments. Their attention has shifted forward, toward a life that feels emotionally lighter and more grounded. Here is the truth that changes the entire meaning of silence. Your soulmate no longer experiences it as absence. Don't skip this, because something huge is waiting for you right here. They experience it as confirmation. Confirmation that they can move on without chaos, without confrontation, without regret. When silence becomes confirmation, the heart detaches naturally. No force is needed. No explanation is required. Stay till the end, because this understanding is critical. Something huge is waiting for you in this realization. Once someone emotionally closes a door, they stop standing near it. Your soulmate's change is no longer forming, it is finished. What happens next will not come from emotion, but from alignment. And alignment always leads people toward what feels calm, clear, and certain, even if it means leaving behind what once felt destined. What's happening now is quiet, but it carries weight. Your soulmate is no longer standing in transition, they are standing in truth. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this moment. The emotional back and forth has stopped inside them. They are no longer debating, no longer hoping for a shift, no longer checking for signs. Their inner world feels settled, and when the inside settles, the outside always follows. Here is the part that feels unreal when it finally shows itself. Your soulmate is no longer emotionally tied to timing. Don't skip this, because something huge is waiting for you here. They are no longer asking when things will change or if words will finally be spoken. They have accepted that silence was the answer in its own way. This acceptance doesn't hurt them anymore. It strengthens them. It gives them permission to move without guilt, without anger, without unfinished business weighing them down. Stay till the end, because this is the moment that defines everything after it. Something huge is waiting for you in this realization. When someone stops needing closure, they stop needing connection in the same way. Your soulmate's change is now reflected in their calm, their distance, their certainty. What comes next will not be dramatic. It will be subtle, steady, and intentional. And when you eventually sense that the bond no longer pulls the way it used to, you will understand that the strongest shifts don't announce themselves. They happen quietly, in the space where silence taught someone how to finally let go. A new chapter is already unfolding, even if you can't see it yet. Your soulmate has emotionally stepped into a future that no longer waits on unanswered words. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this realization. They are not rushing, not escaping, not reacting. They are simply moving in alignment with the clarity they earned through silence. When clarity leads, life rearranges itself naturally. Here is the truth that feels almost invisible until it's complete. Your soulmate is no longer emotionally anchored to what you share. Don't skip this, because something huge is waiting for you here. They still remember, still respect, but they are no longer rooted there. Their emotional center has shifted inward, toward self-trust and stability. When someone relocates emotionally, the connection changes shape, even if it still exists in memory. Stay till the end, because this understanding matters. Something huge is waiting for you in this moment. Silence doesn't just change relationships, it changes people. Your soulmate's change is now being lived, not thought about. What happens next will feel calm, decisive, and quietly transformative. And when you finally notice the distance, it won't feel like loss to them. It will feel like relief, like the natural outcome of choosing peace after too long spent waiting in the quiet. What's happening now is not emotional distance, it is emotional redirection. Your soulmate is no longer investing energy where clarity never arrived. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this shift. They are placing their focus on what feels real, stable, and grounded in the present moment. The past no longer pulls at them the same way. Silence has done its final work. It has taught them where not to linger. Here is the part that most people only understand after everything has changed. Your soulmate is no longer emotionally checking for you, even subconsciously. Don't skip this, because something huge is waiting for you here. They are no longer wondering how you feel or what you meant. They have made peace with not knowing. That peace is powerful. It removes emotional dependency and replaces it with self-trust. When someone stops emotionally checking in, they stop emotionally waiting. Stay till the end, because this truth defines what comes next. Something huge is waiting for you in this realization. Once a heart redirects its energy, it rarely returns to where it felt unseen. Your soulmate's change is now reflected in how calm they are, how settled they feel, how little they need reassurance. What happens next will not be loud or dramatic. It will simply be life moving forward without hesitation, guided by clarity that was shaped quietly, patiently, in every moment where silence stood in place of words. Something irreversible has stabilized now, like a decision that no longer needs revisiting. Your soulmate feels settled in a way that doesn't seek validation. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this stillness. They are no longer emotionally scanning the past for missed chances or hidden meanings. The quiet has given them enough clarity to stop looking back. When reflection ends, direction begins, and that direction is already guiding their steps. Here is the reality most people never sense until it's complete. Your soulmate has emotionally accepted a version of life that does not include waiting for you to speak. Don't skip this, because something huge is waiting for you right here. Acceptance doesn't mean forgetting. It means releasing the need for things to be different. They are no longer holding emotional space open. That space is being filled with routines, plans, and inner peace that doesn't depend on external confirmation. This is how people move on without announcing it. Stay till the end, because this is the defining truth. Something huge is waiting for you in this realization. When someone stops leaving emotional room for change, change has already happened. Your soulmate's shift is now woven into how they think, choose, and prioritize. What comes next will feel quiet, almost ordinary, but it will be permanent. And when you finally recognize that the connection no longer pulls the way it used to, you'll understand that the most powerful endings don't arrive with words. They arrive when silence finishes its work. A calm certainty is now shaping every choice your soulmate makes. Nothing feels rushed, nothing feels forced. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this clarity. They are no longer questioning whether they did enough or waited long enough. The silence answered those questions for them. When self-doubt fades, confidence takes its place, and confidence always moves forward. Here is what makes this phase so final. Your soulmate is no longer emotionally open to revisiting the past dynamic. Don't skip this, because something huge is waiting for you here. They have closed that chapter internally, without conflict, without resentment. This is not emotional numbness. It is emotional completion. When someone completes a chapter inside, reopening it would feel unnatural, like stepping backward into a version of themselves they've already outgrown. Stay till the end, because this understanding is crucial. Something huge is waiting for you in this realization. Silence doesn't just change the relationship, it completes the lesson. Your soulmate's change is now embedded in their sense of self. What comes next will feel steady, intentional, and aligned. And when life carries them forward, it will do so without hesitation, guided by a clarity that was born quietly, patiently, in every moment where words never came. This is the moment where absence becomes noticeable, not because something ended loudly, but because something quietly stopped reaching back. Your soulmate is no longer emotionally present in the way they once were. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this awareness. They are living from a place of inner alignment now, and alignment does not second-guess itself. The connection has not been attacked or denied, it has simply been outgrown in silence. Here is the truth that reshapes how everything feels. Your soulmate is no longer carrying emotional responsibility for what was never spoken. Don't skip this, because something huge is waiting for you right here. They have released the burden of interpretation. No more guessing, no more filling gaps, no more holding space for words that never came. That release is freeing, and freedom always changes how a person moves through life. When emotional weight drops, momentum rises. Stay till the end, because this is the lasting realization. Something huge is waiting for you in this understanding. Silence doesn't just end waiting, it ends attachment to potential. Your soulmate's change is no longer about you or the past. It is about who they have become through patience, reflection, and acceptance. What happens next will feel natural, almost effortless, because it comes from a place of inner peace. And when you finally recognize that the connection no longer responds the way it used to, you'll understand that the most profound shifts don't come with explanations. They arrive when a heart finishes learning what silence was trying to teach all along. This is the end of waiting, not because something broke, but because something completed itself. Your soulmate is no longer standing in emotional possibility. They are standing in emotional truth. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this final understanding. The silence that once felt temporary has shaped a permanent shift. It taught them how to choose peace without needing permission, how to move forward without dragging unfinished conversations behind them. Here is the once-in-a-lifetime realization. Your soulmate did not change to hurt you, replace you, or erase what you shared. Don't skip this, because something huge is waiting for you right here. They changed because silence trained them to live without expectation. And once a heart learns how to live without expectation, it cannot return to waiting. That lesson is irreversible. It doesn't come with anger or drama. It comes with calm, self-respect, and quiet finality. Stay till the end, because this is where everything connects. Something huge is waiting for you in this truth. Silence always shapes outcomes, even when no one speaks. Your soulmate's change was not sudden, and it was not accidental. It was built moment by moment, in every pause, every unsent word, every feeling left unshared. And now, as life carries them forward, the chapter closes without noise, without blame, without regret. Not because love was missing, but because clarity finally arrived.